Welcome to Tech Talk. My name's Nat Koko. Today we are going to be covering how to use AI to create images and videos in a non-techie jargon way, or even a non-artist way. So it's going to be an open floor. I'm going to share with you two resources. One is paid, one is not paid, and also share a document with you that you can have a play with, change it to your liking, and use it as a guidance structure, because this is a part of the process of utilizing AI in a way that works for you, not a set strict structure. So that in line does everyone got to go around the room and share their experience with the use of AI, in particular with image or video creation, if any at all?
I don't have the paid version of chat on my laptop, but what I did do, I think I got like it just trying to show me examples of what it could do to get me to pay eventually. And over the Christmas break, I was hand making cards for like my family and friends, and I didn't know it could make images. I was just like, tell me a design I could draw for my partner's work. It's the energy line, something that's fun, creative, kind of involving like energy type sand type things. And then it provided me with an image, and I thought it was like the coolest thing in the world. I don't know how to get it again. I don't think I'll get it again once I pay for it, but it was super cool. And when I saw the title, like the subject of this call, I was like, I want to learn more and see if I can access it for free.
Yeah, that's so cool. Especially, you know, there's so many tools out there now, Hayley. It's awesome that you started exploring with those, and I look forward to sharing. And we might just create something and maybe try and get you some consistency, so we can you can kind of nail that yourself. How about yourself, Tony, Levy, Matt? And I don't know, I think everyone else is note takers.
Yeah, we've used a few, ChatGPT, Claude, HubSpot. We started using Synthesia for video creation, so varying results, and play around with a few other platforms that have sort of started using and then stopped using for a wide variety of reasons.
Awesome. And were some of these paid or free?
Synthesia is a paid subscription. ChatGPT and Claude are paid. I'm on a paid plan. But some of the others just did free trials.
Yeah, awesome. Great starting point. How about yourself, Tony?
New to all of this, to be honest. We haven't used any paid or free services in using AI for marketing, so pretty raw.
Yeah, that's cool. It's great to know where everyone's sitting in respect to. We can start at some fundamentals, and I think it's always important to start there to begin with. And so, I look forward to seeing how we can possibly have a look at. So it's marketing particular that you're looking for, like the content image creation, possibly?
For our company, yes. Just see where, how it's effectively being used out there, and see a lot of content out there, and videos and whatnot, write-ups and blogs and things, but haven't put anything in practice. So
so written content or just the images that you haven't tried?
Probably at this stage getting a bit more on the written content, but then just knowing that imagery is so important, see how that enhances the marketing side of things.
Yeah, that's wicked. Thank you so much for sharing that. How about yourself, Levy?
Well, I to be honest, I have like a very small experience about using AI like in the image thingy, but it's kind of like cool because like for me, you don't have to like browse the internet if you're looking for like specific picture. So you can just type it and then like let the AI generate it for you. But in regards with the video, what's that? Sorry,
I said, cool.
But in regards with the video, I just noticed like last night, I honestly don't know how to generate AI videos, but I just saw one kind of like a disadvantage of this one, because like, the people like bandwagons or like super fans, they use they generate AI videos for for their own selves, and like it seems like for other people that doesn't really know much about AI, it seems like for them it's real. Oh, this is real. Oh, like
Yeah.
this man did this interview and so, but like you will just know it that it's AI if first you know how to observe it if it's an AI, or second, if you go to comment section then see, oh, like I love AI features thingy, so like, this is just AI, not a real one. So yeah.
Yes. Okay. It is getting pretty good. And I think it's a really great point to raise. If you're not aware of the AI generated content or imagery or videos in that respect, it can be difficult to decipher. So we can certainly have a look at a clone of a human talking, and I can share with you, point out the obvious AI generation from my experience, so to speak. So happy to cover all of those things. So let's jump into, I'll give you a link to follow. It is a free sign up. So I would suggest using a junk email address with all these types of things. That way you don't get spammed like a mofo. So we'll start with, well, actually the first one is just from me, so I won't spam you. Let me share that with you. Could everyone, let me just give you a share link, and I'll make it public for the purpose of this. Anyone with the link, copy link. I'll put in the chat here. Oh, can someone type into the chat, please, so I can respond? My screen is excellent. Thank you. There we go. That's the link to just some really basic prompts there. And in addition to, let's all, and you don't have to do this live, I'm just inviting you to if you wish to. Adobe Firefly. Cool. This is a free tool. Oh, that's a disgusting looking link, but nonetheless. Just give me a thumbs up in the chat, or just let me know once you've accessed the Google Drive. And then in addition to being able to jump onto the Adobe Firefly. Awesome, cool bananas, really good. And then I'm just getting you set up so when we get into utilizing it, you can use it in the background if you like to play. And also we'll go into video creation, but I think just starting with some images might just be a nice steady place to have a look at. So where's my screen? You guys can't see that yet, that's okay. So now, I created a free account for the purpose of sharing with you. I do have a Adobe Suite paid subscription. However, that's because I work in with and alongside artists to be able to use it. So I wanted to make sure that the resources that I share with you are in fact, when I say free, you end up being the product, but complimentary to use without the money coming out of your bank account. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is understanding when we're creating any content, whether it's written or visual, is understanding what your outcome, what you're aiming for. And once we understand that, then we can go into the purpose of saying, well, right, so how do we get the exact result that we're looking for? And a part of the process today is to share a snippet and insight of that. So I've been designing in an abstract way for over 15 years. So I guess the way I prompt is going to be quite different to everyone else. So the first thing I'm going to do, without going into the depths of prompt engineering, is I'm just going to say, and this is just coming off the top of my head, so this is not pre-planned. I'm going to say create an apple falling off a tree, right? So I'm just going to hit generate, and it's going to, oh, yep, I agree. Literally create the account. Okay, never mind. This is the process you'll go to once you start your account. It is now creating us some images, and we've got an apple in a few different abstract ways that we might have a look at. So we've got this one here. It's pretty funky, to be honest. There you go. Boom, boom. So you can see it's really simple to create just about anything. Now, where I would then say, well, actually, it doesn't look anything like what I want, but then again, I haven't given it any instructions. And so this is where we need to become aware of the look, the style, the position on the screen, where it's being used. But I really want to keep this really simple for the purpose of today, just so you can have a play without saying, what was that prompt that Nat shared with me? It's really an explorative process. So what I would then do is say, okay, if I want a particular style, so we go back to the basic prompting, I would then say, maybe pick a style over here. So let's say we want it in this sort of, can you see that, guys? It's quite small, but in the left corner there, give me a thumbs up in the chat, please. Just because I can't see your faces. Yep, awesome. All right, so appreciate that. Yep, you've raised your hand. Have you raised your hand for a question or?
No, accident.
No, okay, yeah, no, all good, sweet. All right, so we want to have it in this type of style. Sorry, reference material. That's fine, and then the visual style. So let's say, which style do you guys want to do? I'm going to say 1, 2, or 3. So in the chat, if you can type 1 is this one here, this neon light sort of thing. Number 2 is this thumbs up one, or number 3 is a sketched kind of look. So if you could please put that in the chat. Oh, number 2. Oh, and by the way, we can do all of them. 2, 3, 3. Okay, sweet. Okay, it's a tie. So let's just do number 3 first. Cool. And then we can, I'm just going to leave the effects out of that because that's just going through. Sweet. So we can see that the prompt is create an apple falling off a tree. We wanted this style reference and this kind of composition reference. I'll just get rid of that so you can just see one at a time. And you hit generate. Sweet. Cool. And so now we've got a different kind of look going there. And just to keep it moving quickly, I will then go to style number 2, which is kind of, it's kind of, that could be used for a marketing imagery in that respect. So we'll just hit generate. As you can see, it's very complicated. Cool. So we've got a bit more, you know, of a variety here now. So the first one, the first prompt that we put in was with no reference. The second prompt was with whatever style that was. And then the third one was more of that 3D animation sort of, or still animation look. And so has anyone got any questions on this at the moment before I share with you a way to improve the prompt to get more of a specific outcome? You can just take yourself off. I'll stop sharing the screen for a moment and just.
Yeah, my only question that would be is this your main sort of go-to platform that you use for images? Because I do find, I don't know, already it looks better than some of the stuff that gets created in some of the other ones I use, or it's just more, it's a free version and it's strong. What's your thoughts on that?
I use about 10 different pieces of software when I'm creating images. And would this be my go-to? This is where one of the places where I first started. And I basically bounce wherever my creative mind takes me, to be fully transparent with you. I think this is a really great place to start at no cost. It's fast, it's effective, and this software, the Adobe family, is just built for creativity, and it's basically its own content volcano. And it also has a database of how the images are trained, but that is me going very technical because I understand how some of these models are trained from the foundation level. Anyone else have any questions about what I just shared with you? Oh, cool, sweet. So I will now share with you going into ChatGPT, and you can do this on the paid or the free version. And let me open that screen. Cool. All right. All right, so welcome, Paula.
Thank you.
All right, I'll just share with you what we have covered so far. The purpose of today is the AI images and videos, and I'm sharing with everyone a free tool and a paid version of using it, keeping it really simple in the respect of if you've got, no matter where you're at in your level of experience using AI for written content or AI imagery and videos, is that this is something that you could go and do and play with straight away with complete freedom. So on that note, Paula, it's awesome to have you here. Have you played with AI images and or videos?
No, I haven't.
Okay, cool. And what brings you to this session today? What you would like out of it?
Oh, just a general interest. I've just been getting the emails and thought I'd join one of these calls to learn more.
Okay, beautiful. It's awesome to have you here. I'll keep going with the session, and the first part, rather than repeating it, you're more than welcome to watch the replay for that.
Thank you.
Awesome. Great. Now, if I have a little brain lapse and forget where I'm at, I'm just going to ask you guys to say, hey, what was I doing? And that way I can keep my creative brain functioning. All right, sweet. So just to jump back for the video purpose, I'll share the screen is once it shares. These were the images we created with a very simple prompt, going through the differences of a reference point. Now I want to make the output that we create far more specific to a certain style. So we're going to jump into ChatGPT. We're going to do some really quick instructions, grab that information, put it back in here and see the output that we get. So now sharing a ChatGPT screen. Present something else. Okay, this will do. Great. Cool. I'm going to dictate rather than type because it will be faster. Hey, GPT, I am doing a workshop using AI to create images and videos. What I'd like you to do is take the prompt that I've got and create a text to image prompt only. Give me 3 options for the noir cartoon style. I'm going to be using Adobe Firefly for this specifically. So what I'd like you to do is take that into consideration. I just did that on a separate screen, guys. It would have taken me far too long to type that, so we'll just hit enter. Oh, shit, I didn't give it the little tiny prompt from before, so let me grab that. Funny. Oh, my bad. I'll say my bad. Here is the original prompt I used. Cool. Just going to stop that. Oh, I didn't even. That's hilarious. Cool. There we go. Right, so what this is doing now, I've given it a really simple prompt, made the mistake of not pasting the actual original prompt in. So make sure you put the outcome that you're looking for. And so now we're going to choose from one of these three options. I've given it three options just to give myself a little bit more freedom to say, this is actually more what I'm looking for. So what I'd like you to do is read option 1, 2, and 3 in the chat. Please place which style you would like. The highest ranking option, we'll put that into Adobe Firefly. So might have to just make that screen bigger for you. Okay, there you go. All right. All right, so I'm not sure if the chat is happening. I'll give you a moment to read. Cool. All right, 2s, 1s. All right, cool. 1s, yep. I'll do all of them for you. I just wanted to make sure we get the ball rolling. So I'm now going to delete this prompt. I'm going to keep it in the same chat just because it will keep the information quite relevant. I'm going to unselect the original references, that reference material that we did. I'm not going to select any other style for the moment because I would like to see the outcome of this before I hit. Oh, you can't see. I didn't change my screen. Getting too excited. Repeat that. So I've deleted the singular prompt that we had there earlier. I've put this new prompt in here. I've unselected the original reference that we used. And then I'm just going to, before I hit enter, I'm going to check that it has the word noir style because it's very specific of what I'm chasing. So bold noir illustration of an apple dropping from a tree. Da, 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 da. The background is dark. Sweet. So I'm happy with that for the purpose of the example, and we're going to hit generate. Not too bad. I would be aiming for more of the so now that I know what I'm in my mind, what I actually would like to achieve, I'm going to say noir cartoon rather than illustration because that's actually what I want. So I don't actually want an illustration. I want a cartoon. Nope. So I need to revisit the prompt. I'm going to go back to ChatGPT rather than messing about too much. Go back to present. Hey GPT, so I've just gone through and used option number 2. However, it's more illustrative graphic images, and obviously this is due to the prompt. However, what I'd like to do is more of a cartoon comic strip style in the noir style. Could you please adjust the prompt for this? And so I'm going to give it option 2 again, so it keeps its memory fresh. You don't have to, but I think it's a good practice to instill what you're aiming to achieve. Hit enter. Go. Right. So because I know I want a noir cartoon comic strip style, where I could have improved my prompt before is that, oh, actually, I don't want an illustration. I want more of a comic strip. However, this is how we learn. And so I'll copy this, go back to Adobe Firefly, and remove that prompt. hit enter. Did I get all that? Cool. Great. So that's definitely more what I'm after. It doesn't have that shininess about it. And if I was getting really, really particular, but to be mindful of your time and what you are wanting to explore in this space, I won't iterate it another 3 times, but I would be looking for a even darker look. And if I say the outcome of why I wanted an apple falling from a tree, it was the first thing that came to my head. I don't like to think too hard. And so for the purpose of this, we've achieved the outcome that we want to. Applying this to your businesses, your content, whether it's a written or a visual output, meaning image or video, is that really becoming clear on exactly what you want will get you closer to the result that you seek. So anything that you would like to workshop live, or if you'd like to have a go on Adobe Firefly yourself in the meantime, and you can share your screen and I can support you through that process, please let me know. Paula, I'll get you the link for Adobe Firefly if you can't see it in the chat. Questions, feedback, support needed? This is not a one-way street. Take yourselves off mic, please. Been a bit bossy, but you'll be right.
The thing I took most from it was that I have never really utilized is using AI with another AI.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like I've only ever used chat, and that's all so far at least.
Yep.
But I've never thought of, going to this one to get this kind of response and then utilizing it in another way. I never thought of that.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
So how do you see yourself using it outside of, moving forward?
Well, I think from a business space, it would be great to be able to use it for marketing and like tile and product images.
Mm-hmm.
But with we're with Liverpool, they are very specific with their brand design and stuff. So I guess I'm interested how I'm able to give them learnings of what our brand guide is. So what they give me is actually very aligned with, because they're quite strict with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can definitely share with you how to do that. I think you're welcome to book a complimentary session, and I will literally give you a 30-minute lesson of how you can take that away and use it in the business.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I just don't want to digress, because I know I can digress so easily. So I can see, Tony, thank you, Hayley, for that. And Tony, yourself, you've taken yourself off mute.
Yes, hopefully I have. Similar to Hayley, really. How you've used effectively one AI platform and applied it in another.
Cool.
Interesting. Never thought of that approach.
Yep.
While you're demonstrating that and actually delving deeper into the chat, getting the prompt right within ChatGPT, I was trialing a few prompts within Firefly, but it's now going back into ChatGPT and being a lot more defined.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, so glad this is useful and that you can apply it.
Yeah, good for me.
Yeah, cool. Anyone else? Or are you happy for me to keep moving forward? Yeah, rock on, thumbs up, let's go. Cool. And for example, what I'd like to do is use that last prompt we just had and put it into ChatGPT, just to see that we can compare what's the difference from putting that one prompt into a fresh chat with no other instructions. And this is where I dive very, very deep. And so I probably need 3 hours to genuinely walk you through every step and process that I take to achieve these results very fast, effective, and consistently. So on that note, let's jump into ChatGPT, use the exact same prompt. I'll share one screen and then we can move into creating a video. Okay. Cool. Literally just going to paste the very same prompt. I will just put create. Cool. and just hit enter. Just keep it simple. I have built custom GPTs to have consistency when creating images, but you don't really need to do that unless, oh, actually you could apply that for your business marketing. If you've got a set style that you're wanting to use consistently, yeah, you could keep it in the same chat or build a custom GPT. All right, I'm going to share with you guys, this has nailed it over Adobe Firefly in my opinion. However, this whole AI team, the account that I have, has a lot of my data from like 2.5 years of training. So that could be why it has achieved more of a closer outcome for what I want. Any questions, feedback, thoughts?
No, good. Interesting. You know, comparing the two.
Yeah.
Images or the sets of images anyway, just really different.
Yeah. And so for me personally, this is what I'm truly after. So then if I really want to be particular, I'd say, how do I bend and curve AI to get this outcome in Adobe Firefly? For the purpose of this session, I think we could utilize the time more effectively going into the next section, which is creating some video with a ChatGPT. Like it's a part of ChatGPT called Sora. Are you guys happy for that?
Sure.
Awesome. So for this one, I'm going to ask AI to create a quick prompt from this space, and just bear with me while I speak to the transcription tool. Hey GPT, I really appreciate the look and style of the output here. What I'd like to now do is take this particular imagery output and be able to recreate a video within Sora for about 5 to 10 seconds of the apple coming from the back of the screen and forward, and at the end I want it to explode and then say AMA, and I'm going to phonetically spell that for you, Alpha Mike Alpha. So I want the apple to obliterate into the letters AMA in the same noir comic strip style, but for video. Cool. Cool. I'm just going to say adjust require the prompt as Sora will create the full storyboard. Cool. So I'm just going to stop that. I want to keep this as straightforward as possible. Cool. I'm going to double check that it's got the cinematic noir comic animation, da 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 da. It's got AMA from the apple at the end. If I'm doing this for consistency and an output for marketing content creation, I would take the time and slow down, read it, make sure it meets those requirements. So now let me share with you Sora. Sora is, I believe, a paid version within ChatGPT where you just hit Sora and it goes sora.com, and I'm just going to create a new video, get that same prompt that we just copied. I'm going to hover over this little question mark because it's going to tell me how many credits I use. I believe there's 1,000 credits in beta, meaning the testing phase. And so I'm just going to get it to storyboard. The reason I get a storyboard first, I want to see the scenes that it sets for me rather than just creating the video for me straight away. And it is not giving us a complete storyboard just yet. That's okay. I'll try again. This could just be a user error. So let's go back. Is everyone following along so far? Yep, cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you letting me know. Generate storyboard. Could just be a glitch or a user error that's happened, why it didn't show a scene by scene storyboard. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. I'll have a quick read over it. The scene opens, the apple, blah, 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 blah. And that's good enough for me. It's going to use 25 credits. I'm happy with that. We'll hit create. It may take 3 to 5 minutes, but we will see in just a moment. You can see that it's in the queue on the top right-hand corner. While this is loading, someone take themselves off mic, please, and hit me with some questions, like a short question.
I've got a question. Why Sora?
Sora?
Yeah. Any other options?
That's a really great question. Appreciate it. The reason I chose Sora for this example is that because I use over 10 different pieces of software for whether it's image creation or videos, I'm probably using about 5, is that Sora is just at my fingertips, and I've been experimenting with it. That's as complicated as that is.
Yep.
That's the only reason for the moment.
Sure.
The other reason is that for the outcome that I'm looking to display is to share with you the speed that we can create it with. And so if I go into one of the other 5 video software that I might use, we could be jumping around and it could be pretty overwhelming for people who are just getting started as well. So that's another reason. So I'll just get this video. It has downloaded, I believe. All right. Let's see. Okay. Look, it's not too bad. It didn't obliterate at the end and go to AMA, but I didn't check the storyboard fully either. We can edit the story as well. So I might just edit the story. The apple extends stylized. We'll just go typography. To be honest, it didn't hit the style that I was looking for. In my mind, I had the apple in the same sort of scene that we had in the image creation, and then it's coming from the back of the page. So it looks really small, and then it comes out and explodes. So I would just need to spend some time working out and reprompting that outcome for myself. And the reason I did the reason I'm aiming to achieve AMA at the end is that this is an ask me anything activity, but also applying it to your business and or your marketing. You'd want to be very specific in what you're looking to achieve there. Oh, well, this one's going backwards, so that's a bit funny. Look, that's not too bad, to be honest. Pretty happy with the second iteration. I would probably need to do 3 more to get it exactly how I want. Unless I wanted to create the animations myself, right? Which I do have the capacity to do.
Does this one do voice as well, Nat, or is it just images?
This one, from my exploration, Matt, is just video. But I could be wrong.
Yeah. Look, the videos, I think it's really cool. Like you obviously
it's pretty
that in like 2 seconds, and that's super sick, I reckon.
Yeah.
You obviously could play around with that a lot more.
Yeah,
And
like
then, do something, do a graphic on LinkedIn or whatever.
Yeah. And even I would go into that font is boring as, like, yuck, doesn't even suit the noir style. So for me to create that an animation and draw it from scratch as an abstract artist, it'd take me, you know, like by hand, it'd take me a few hours. Actually, it'd take me all day.
Yeah,
So
it's cool. I just created like one of like, you know, a business owner looking stressed and then he's meant to look happy at the end. So, you know, you could post something like that, but
yeah,
didn't get it first go, but my prompt was terrible. But
yeah. And so,
what it pumps out is cool.
yeah, that's awesome. And so what I could do is, if I didn't want to recreate this from scratch and have the apple come from the back of the screen to the front, I would honestly, I'd probably just go into my editing software and play it in reverse, like who's, and I'd probably do something like that, make it like a GIF or something like that. Ask me anything, like, you know, like I could just do that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Okay, I'm actually going to use that.
What software would you use if you wanted to recreate kind of what Levy was talking about in the beginning, those people that create like actors and real people talking? What would you use for that?
Okay, thank you for reminding me what we needed to, the other thing we needed to cover. So there is a software called HeyGen. I'll grab the link for you right now. I personally am not fully on board with this particular software yet. It's not at a level that I'm satisfied, because it's just, I can just tell it's AI. Okay, let me grab that link for you guys. Again, can someone type something in the chat? Mine keeps disappearing. So bizarre. Maybe I'm just lazy. Okay, cool. So share my screen. And you can, I believe there could be a free option to give this one a crack. Cool. So this video here is actually an AI talking. So what you can do, sign up for free, try it out, and it will step you through the process. Where I'm picking up that it's AI is the movement of the head is quite jagged, and that's what I'm seeing there. So, but off the bat, just seeing it, you can understand why it can be easily mistaken. But it's a pretty good software. It's just not at the level where I'll invest fully in it for myself or my clients. There are some other tools, Haley. However, this is one of the most commonly used ones. Another thing that you could do is go into GPT and say, could you please provide me 5 competitors for heygen.com where I could attempt to clone myself as an AI version, right? Normally I just have that in a new chat to keep it clean, but for the purpose of this, it's okay. There you go. And please put, okay, and then I'll click on the sources that it's used. There you go. So that's how you can have a look at some of the sources. And then if you want to go another step further, you can say, hey, can you please provide me 5 YouTube links that creators are comparing these software? Cool. There you go. And then you could just click on the YouTube video there. Awesome. What are we thinking? How is this something you're going to adopt or try, explore?
I think for me, yes, absolutely. But I was just wondering about the image, back to the images.
Mm-hmm.
Is there, so the images they created is amazing, but if there's, say, like one little thing that I need to edit on it for my personalization, my brand, whatever,
yep,
is there a software I could pull it into, like Canva or something, where we'd typically make them and be able to actually edit it? Or is that like...
Yeah, gotcha. Cool. So the first step you could download the image, upload it into, download the image, rename the file to your company file structure, getting very technical, upload it into Canva. If it's just an overlay, you can edit that. In regards to editing the layers or specific things in the actual AI image, I can share with you within ChatGPT how we might edit it. However, picking it apart and say using it in a graphic design software, that's where we go more technical. We would create an SVG vector file and we could manipulate the work that in that respect. So yes, you can do it. It's about understanding how to do it and the skill set to do it.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, let's do that live. Cool. Great. So I've decided not to pre-plan these sessions because I find it more useful to just to go with what you need. So I'm going to click on this image. So we're back in the ChatGPT. I'm going to hit that image there, and we're just going to click this little edit button here. Everyone see that? Thumbs up. Yep, sweet. And so, Hayley, with your question, let's use this image as an example. What would you want changed in this particular image?
Well, how far can I go? Like, would it be making the car into a truck, or would it be make
whatever you want, wherever your imagination takes you?
Make the apple green.
Okay.
Make
So,
the apple green.
Yep, let's keep it. That's a really great place to start. So we're just going to circle this. So please make the apple green. And in particular, I just want, while that's finishing loading, did that just make it black? Yes, it just made it black. Okay. Here's updated on a green apple as the only color element. Is that my eyes or is that actually black?
I think it's black.
Output made the apple black. Please reprompt and correct yourself to achieve the desired outcome of making this apple green. Cool. I lost my train of thought from so what I was going to say, Hayley, is for your company and consistency, for the actual brand elements of the logos and things like that. Oh, look, we've achieved it. Boom. It has changed the background of the car. And if we want the complete consistency, I just need to create a structured sequence to do that, which is something that I get commissioned to do by our clients. But for the brand assets, jumping back to that for the 5th time, because my brain jumped all over the place, is that get the image that's created, put the brand assets and put a layer on top of the outcome.
I'm with you. Cool.
That's how you keep that brand the branding consistency there. I wouldn't at this stage use AI to achieve that because you're setting yourself up for failure at the moment.
Yeah.
In probably 3 months, no, but for now. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Anyone else like, thank you so much, Hayley. That was an awesome example. Anyone else like to change something in this image, or we can use the last 10 minutes to cover this section?
Nat, I've got a question.
Yep, go for it, mate.
Prior to, when you're still doing the image and we saw the difference of the outcome based on from ChatGPT to Firefly.
Yep.
Could you grab the image from that was created by ChatGPT and paste it into into Firefly
Yeah. Yep. Let's. Yeah. Sorry.
Or also further to that, paste it into Sora, and so so Storybook uses that imagery from ChatGPT
Great
rather
question.
than the prompt that you put in.
Yeah. Great question. First part of this, yes, we can download the image from ChatGPT and upload it. So let me show you live, so that way, if you want to go back to it, you can. So, so I'll do this step by step. So go back to share my. I'll just save the image first, guys, and that way you don't have to watch me do that boring stuff. Download the image. We'll just use the Red Apple version, and then I'll go to Firefly, and okay, that should work. Awesome. Cool. You guys have amazing questions, by the way. Awesome. So for the purpose of this, I'm going to drag the downloaded image from ChatGPT into this little box here. Yes, I do have that upload. So for the purpose of this, I just need to make sure that we have used the same prompt if we want the same outcome. Now stuff it, we'll just hit generate. Let's not be, I'm getting very particular in the output there. And I could also go into effects as well. No, it's still not achieving that same look. So I'd need to play with that just to get really particular.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't want to hold up sort of too much of the time if people got other.
No, that's okay. Like it's a great question though. And so that was step number one, as in, can we upload the image from create an AI image from GPT? Yes. Into Firefly. Awesome. To follow up on your second part there, can we upload the same image into Sora? That is something that I can experiment live. So awesome. Now, it's a really great question. I have not tried that in particular. So if I don't complete that here, I would like to do that outside and probably just send a loom to you guys if you'd like, or upload it into that shared drive. So just stop presenting for a moment. Let me upload. Actually, you know what? I was just going to ask ChatGPT, can I do that first? Upload an image into Sora for reference. I do like to personally explore it before I ask GPT. This is the response from AI. Doesn't mean it's accurate. At the moment, Sora text to video image has not publicly confirmed support for image uploads as referent inputs. However, other tools such as Runway Gen 2 and Stable Video Diffusion operate. So there is future for it. But I'd have a look myself to see if I could do that.
Sure.
Which I will.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
It's okay. Well, it's something we can go and explore as well. So look, just in case you knew off the top of your head.
Yeah. Well, I was like, oh, that's a good one. Cool. Any other questions? Anything that you're going to take? Actually, what I'd love to hear is in the chat or off mic is, what is one thing you are going to try within the next 2 weeks using AI for image or video creation?
Probably
going to play around with all of it. So you go, Abby.
Oh yeah, no, the same thing. Just have a go with it and see if my wording can create things that I haven't thought of yet. Like almost use it as another person to bounce ideas off of and see if they've got anything else to bring to the table with like our designs that we use. Because I just feel like there's a lot that I'm missing and that I could be doing. And also just using AI with each other. I just using other AI resources and things.
Yeah, absolutely. And to support that, Hayley, you can utilize AI searches to see which pieces of software offer free versions, so you can play with it and ask it to find the information for you.
That's cool.
And if the chat you're using on your phone or desktop says it can't do it, challenge it. Say, you do have the capacity to URL search, and if it says no, ask it why it has said no. Get it to reference the source material, as in like, where in your policy, why can't you do this?
Okay.
Do that. I mean, you can try that.
Okay. Never thought of that.
Yeah. Cool. Matt, you were saying you were going to try it?
It's the same thing. Yeah, just gonna play around.
Cool. But what specifically, Matt? Let's get granular.
Every single thing you showed me, I'll just play around with all that stuff.
Get the transcript from this video and then get it to give you a sequence of events.
Sounds perfect.
Awesome, guys. Well, if there's no other questions, we'll wrap this up. It's been awesome having you here. Thank you for coming to Tech Talk. I'm Nat Koko and I'm here with Matt Mosley. Rock on.